What's going on, guys? I got my Valken M17. This is modified. I did the PRV delete on it, and I did the regulator bypass. It still has the stock O-ring in here. I have replacement ones. I haven't needed to change it yet. I think it's only blown off one time, but luckily I was able to find it, the factory O-ring for the valve. Today I'm going to shoot my various barrels with the modified version of this. I did this in the past. The TCR barrel did the best, but that was when it was not modified, and I was getting like 20 joules or 25 joules or something with these barrels. So the short one is the Tipex barrel, the stock Tippmann Tipex barrel. All of these are A5 thread, and I have a bunch of A5 threaded paintball markers, or less lethals, I guess you could call them. So this Tipex barrel is just a little over 6 inches, 6¼ inches, about 58 centimeters. This is the stock M17 barrel. It's about 7½ inches, 90 centimeters. This is the Tippmann A5 barrel. It has porting up here. This is 8½ inches. 21½ centimeters. I'm not sure if I said this one correctly. This is 19 centimeters. I think I said 19 centimeters. The Tipex barrel is 15.8 centimeters. This, I don't think I'm going to be able to put the shroud on because it won't go over the handguard. So this is a barrel that's from MCS. I think it's like 6.86 bore size. This is a 10-inch barrel from end to end, and it's 25½ centimeters. All the other bores for the other barrels, aside from the one I just mentioned right now, are probably 6.89. This is a TCR barrel. It's 11 inches long. It's 28 centimeters, just about. This is a Custom Products 6.85 bore size. This is a 12-inch barrel. It has porting, 12 inches long, 30 centimeters long. The Byrna TCR or Tippmann TCR barrel has the fluted end. This has porting right here, and I think it's like 4 or 5 lines of porting. All of these are smooth bore barrels. I don't have any rifled barrels. This is a new barrel I picked up. It's just a cheap one. $25 at my local store, Ann's Gear. This is a 14-inch long barrel, 35 centimeters, it looks like. So I'm gonna start with the short one, end with the long ones. I'll show you guys the barrels every time I switch it out and all that stuff. 900 psi HPA output. Usually with this barrel, which I've been using in most of my videos, I'm getting like 43 to 45 joules with this one. And I have my hopper on the Valken M17. I have Alien Play 7.2 gram aluminum balls inside this, and yeah, so I'm gonna get it going. I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, I got the air line hooked up. I got the little short 6¼ inch long TCR barrel. I'm sorry, Tippmann Tipex stock barrel. It's probably large bore, like 6.89 or something. I have the hopper on this, obviously. I have the dummy mag on the bottom. This has Alien Plays in it. They're kind of small. They're like 6, 7, 9 on the bore size. So I'll see what this does. I'll do like 4 shots of each. I'm on the HPA tank that I'm using. It has about 2,000 psi left in it. It's a big tank. 322. I think that's just a little over 30 joules. 322. 320. 322. So I'm going to switch out the barrel. This thing's on safe, and I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, this is the stock Valken M17 barrel. I think it's like 7½ inches or something. So, see what it does. 324. 322, 320, 320. So somehow it was a little bit worse than the Tip X barrel, even though it's longer. But I mean, if I try this a bunch of times, I'll probably have different results every single time. So I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I got the stock Tippmann A5 barrel. This is a paintball marker barrel. You can see the porting on it. It has like 8 lines of those ports. Obviously I can tape those up, but I just want to see what this does. When I have done taping up porting and stuff, it didn't really make a huge difference. But I'll see what this does. 8.5 inch long barrel. 338. 342, 338, 338. So that was better than the stock M17 barrel and the stock Tippmann Tip-X barrel, but yeah, these are all, pretty sure these are all large bore barrels because they're just stock barrels. Usually, because these are paintball markers, usually these would be like 689, 690, kind of just the stock bore on this normal paintball marker barrels, just the factory ones. So this is a hammerhead lion claw. Sorry if my camera's all out of focus. Let me try to fix it really quick. Hammerhead lion claw barrel. I've used it in numerous videos. It's from MCS. It's like 10 inches long, and there's no porting at all on this one. So I'm just putting it into the marker, and I'll be right back. Oh, would you look at that? It fits. So this is the fake shroud or mock suppressor. Doesn't do anything as far as FPS. It just makes it look different. So I'll see what this does. 10 inch barrel, no porting. 352. 354. 350. 354. I'll take the suppressor off, but I doubt it's going to do anything. Alright, so the suppressor, it's off. I looked at where the threads are on the suppressor and where the end of this barrel is, and there's probably like 3 inches of sort of like extra barrel because of the suppressor. So this might make a difference, but I'll see right now. 350. 348. 350. 348. So I think just one shot was 354 and all the rest of them were 350 when I had the suppressor on. So it made a tiny difference on like one shot, so it's kind of negligible, but maybe if I did that test over and over and over after like 20 shots with no suppressor and 20 shots with a suppressor, maybe there'll be a difference, like a 100% fact difference. So this is the 11-inch TCR barrel. I'm just putting this in here. Shouldn't take that long. And I've been using this in most of my videos just based on it's been the most productive one out of the barrels. I haven't tried that camouflage one yet, the 14-inch barrel. So I'll see how this works. So 11-inch TCR barrel, kind of big, like 690 bore. 368, 362, 362, 364. So that's kind of how it's been performing. It's just better for some reason. It's just a magical Byrna TCR barrel or Tippmann TCR barrel. I don't know why it does so much better than the other ones, because I'm going to use this 12-inch long barrel which you would think it would probably do better, but maybe because of the porting and stuff. But this has a smaller bore. This one I'm going to use right now, 685 bore. The TCR barrel is like 690 or 689. But in previous tests, the TCR barrel outperformed this 12-inch smaller bore barrel with these same rounds. So see what this does. I think like 360, 362, 364 was what I'm trying to beat. So this is the 12-inch long barrel with porting and 685 bore size. That's what it says it is. 364, 362, 360, 362. So it's almost the same. The porting that's on the end of this may have affected the speeds, but I've tried this a few times on other markers by taping up the porting, leaving it on, all that stuff, and it didn't really make much of a difference. But I mean, I haven't tried it extensively, but I feel like I've tried it enough where I kind of have an idea of what's going on with these things. This is the cheap barrel. That one I just shot was only $30 from my local store. I bought it like a year ago, or maybe like 8 months ago. This was also a cheap barrel. All of these barrels I'm using are smooth bore. None of them are rifled. This is brand new. I have not shot anything through this yet. 25 bucks. It's a proto 14-inch barrel. It's just a cheap budget barrel. It does not fit this marker that great, the threads. It is an A5 thread barrel, but it seems to only thread in like 3 or 4 threads, and then it gets pretty tight and it doesn't want to turn anymore. So I don't know if that's just a because it's a cheap barrel issue or something else, but this works perfectly fine on my Tippmann A5. This camouflage barrel, it fits it perfectly, threads in perfectly fine. With the M17, not so much, and with my Berna TCR and with my Tippmann Tipex, the part where it threads in, it's like covered by the body of the marker, so it doesn't fit, because this thing is like it gets kind of thicker right here in the middle, and that different shape size in the middle of the barrel, it doesn't work. It doesn't go all the way into the TCR or the Tipex, so I can't use it on those, but I can use it on these two, and it was only 25 bucks, so I don't really care. So 14-inch barrel, 342, not good. 336, but it could also be low because of the porting, and it could also be low because it's not threading in all the way and sealing. 334, 334. So yeah, not the greatest, but like I said, it could be because it's not creating a seal like in here where it's threading, so there's probably air escaping out the sides. And yeah, I mean, it's a cheap barrel. It's supposed to be 690 bore size, so there's no scratches or nothing at all in this, but yeah, it's just a cheap barrel. Wasn't expecting it to be better than what I've already been using, but it's fun to see how they all react differently with different ammo and air supply sources and stuff like that. So this tank was at 2,000. It's actually not that far down. It went down about 500 psi. I'm just turning off my air tank and degassing everything right now. So here's my check valve. So that's all degassed. No more pressure in the marker, no more pressure in the tank, and I'll show you the tank right now. So this was at 2,000, and now it's at like 1,600. So it didn't use that much air. It's a 900 psi output tank, and I had to change the regulator myself to make it that way. Mr. DK Spencer put a video out that he made a few years back on how to do that. But yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, do not mess with the regulator. And this is out of gas. I'm just double checking just to be safe. And yeah, so far the hopper's been great. I've only made 2 videos with it, but I was out here the other day just shooting crap out of this, and it's working fine. This is like 10 bucks, or like 11. You can get cheaper ones. This has like a shelf in here to keep weight off the bottom so that they feed easier. I live close to ANS Gear, and they have, you know, paintball supplies, and they have paintballs, and they have some nylon rounds. So I usually get my nylon rounds from them. Just the other day, I ordered some from Amazon, and I'll be using those in a future video, but they're just cheap nylon balls. Like, they're nothing special, it's just the 3.6 gram small bore nylon balls. I'll show you guys the inside of this hopper. I've showed it in other videos, but I don't always show it all the time, like what's neat about it or what's special about it. So usually these are like $5, right? If you just get a normal cheap hopper. This has, let me go inside really quick. This has like a shelf on it right there, and that keeps a lot of the weight of the balls that are going to gravity feed down into this bottom part. It keeps the weight off, so you sort of need like minimal shaking to make this load correctly, but it does work pretty good. It works better than just a standard hopper, which does not have this little shelf on the inside, because normally hoppers are just empty, or a loader, usually just empty. There's nothing at all inside these, but this one was like $11. The cheap ones that are like standard hoppers are like $5, $6. You can probably find them sometimes for like $3. So yeah, this was 10 or 11. I use it on my Spider Rodeo. I use it on my TCR. I use it on anything that I can put a hopper on. It doesn't have to be specifically for any sort of paintball marker. I cannot use it on the Tipex because the Tipex does not have a hopper option. I got this from an eBay store. It's a hopper adapter. Valken used to sell these. I don't know if they still have them in stock. Rockstar Tactical has them too. They're about 25 bucks. It comes with this little like fake magazine. You need that in there because this is where the balls rest. And if you don't have it in there, all the balls will just fall out the bottom of the breech. And to put this on, you just need to remove that one screw. Remove this plastic thing that I don't have out here, and put this on there. It comes with all the other hardware you need. So it comes with that screw right there on the top, and that's how you tighten down the hopper. And it comes with that nut right there. That's also how you tighten down the hopper. But you need to put that screw back in there, or it's going to be kind of like moving around. And then it attaches on the Picatinny rail, and it comes with that screw right there. Comes with it. So I got mine on eBay for 20, but you can get them on Rockstar Tactical or a lot of other websites that sell this type of stuff. Maybe MCS might have them. It should be like 25 bucks. So you come with that, and you come with this, and it comes with all the little screws that you need. It should anyways. It comes with all the little screws that you need to tighten the hopper and to attach it to the rail correctly so that it's not moving around and falling off. So that's it for this one. I still got the best results with the TCR, TCR barrel, but the 12-inch one did actually kind of compete on par. I think it was like a 2 FPS difference. So I know that I can use either of these, and this one was garbage, but I think it's because it's not threading in all the way. It's only getting like 3 threads and then not going in. But on my Tippmann A5, it works perfectly fine. So I don't know if it's, like, I thought maybe the lead part of the barrel was causing it to not go in correctly, but it looks like more these threads are kind of flat, and these are more like pointy or not rounded edges, like sharp edges, and these look like kind of blunt or like flattened. So that's probably why it's not feeding that great. But cheap barrel, don't care. I just wanted to see what it looked like with the camo print on it, and for 25 bucks, it's like whatever. That's how much I got this one for. pbsports.com has these for 25 bucks. Byrna TCR barrels, A5 thread, and yeah, I got this from ANS Gear for 30 bucks, and I got this from ANS Gear for 25 bucks. So these are all I either bought stuff used or they came with whatever I bought. So I bought this Tip-X from Discount Paintball, came with this. My Tippmann A5 came with this. The Valken M17 came with this. This is the stock barrel. And the Tippmann Tip-X, one of them that I bought, came with this, the normal stock barrel. So that's why I have all those. So I bought these three. I bought these three myself. Didn't come with anything. I have my burner TCR up in the house. It has its own barrel. It's the same thing as this. And these ones came with stuff that I bought in the past. And then thank you, Sean, for sending me this. Can't forget to shout out to Sean. Less Lethal for Dummies. He sent me my M17. He said he just had it lying around the house, and yeah, sent it to me. And big thank you, sir. It's pretty sweet. Really like it. I had no issues with this thing at all, aside from the stock O-ring blowing off. But I mean, that just happens. It's the stock O-ring. So anyways, sorry this one's getting long. You guys have a good one, and see you next time.